For over a decade, the United States Department of Health and Human Services has been responsible for the suffering of countless children. HHS has a 10-year demonstrated record of losing children to sponsors who abuse, exploit, traffic, and harm children in unthinkable ways.
That was HHS whistleblower Tara Rodas testifying in front of Congress on Tuesday to bring attention to the fact our government is not doing enough, if anything, to protect children. Of the migrants who have come across our border under Biden and Harris, 529,000 of which were children, some indeed come with their parents. Some are sold into sex trafficking from violent and disgusting international criminals, and others disappear altogether. It is estimated the Biden-Harris administration has lost track of 320,000 of these children. And that's just one estimate. President Trump has made clear securing our border is his first priority, reversing what illegal immigration has done to this country in just 4 years. Trump wants to finish the border wall and start a mass deportation effort on day one. But what happens to these children? Will these kids be able to be found? And how can we reform our agencies to crack down on child trafficking, helped by our own government? Joining us now, Tara Rodas herself, HHS whistleblower. Tara, thank you so much for joining us.
Janelle, thank you so much for having me on the show today. I appreciate that you've been a constant voice for these vulnerable children. And I thank you for exposing what we now know is government-sponsored, taxpayer-funded child trafficking.
Well, the thanks goes to you. You were brave enough to come forward and risk your own job doing this. So we wouldn't be talking about it had you not come forward. So we appreciate you making the time to talk to us. At this point, after all this time talking about it, testifying before Congress, discussing this issue with lawmakers, highlighting this problem, how do we go about reforming HHS and any other agency that's been complicit in this entire effort?
Yes, well, the most important thing is transparency and accountability. And so sadly, the HHS, which is responsible for this program, has even not complied with subpoenas when DHS was trying to do investigations to recover these children. I need people to understand the only reason why children have not been rescued and traffickers have not been prosecuted is because HHS is withholding the data. This is simply unthinkable. And I do believe that a strong administration, a new administration, is going to shine the light. They're going to open the databases. They are going to provide this critical information about where these children went and who is supposed to have them. And at that point, they can recover the children and prosecute traffickers. And it's as simple as sharing the data. They have to be compelled to do so.
Tara, why wouldn't they share the data? You're saying that they have not shared the data. They're ignoring subpoenas. RFK Jr. is now going to head up HHS. He looks like he has a lot on his plate to clean up, metaphorically and figuratively speaking, and literally speaking. The problem, though, is the moment this administration walks in, they're going to have a pile of agenda items on their desks. If you were to stand there in front of the HHS secretary, what is your elevator pitch, essentially, to saying, this is how we track these children down? Is it possible? Track them down. And this is how we mitigate future trafficking.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.